From New York, land of the drifters, it's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Isabella Rossellini, Robert Klein, and musician George Thorogood. Plus, Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous band. And now, superior craftsmanship and low, low prices, David Letterman!
Thank you. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave. I'm the host, and I couldn't be happier to have you folks here with us tonight. I was coming by the newsroom on my way to the studio here, and Vice President Dan Quayle is in Southern California all this week, and he's apparently touring some kind of space technology plant there. And the tour, I guess, was going along pretty well, and then suddenly they called it all off, and somebody said, well, what the hell happened? And they said, well, the vice president found out that they were out of Spock ears. So that was the end of the tour. That's it. I'm going home. You know, this week is a sad anniversary. It was 15 years ago, this very week, that Elvis Presley passed away. The good news is, however, experts believe that the drugs have finally worn off. So that's the good news of it all. Have you been following this situation now? Reporters believe that in 1984, while George Bush is the vice president, and in Switzerland, he has a little tryst, a little affair with a member of his staff. So now people are accusing him of marital infidelities. And a reporter today asked him about this specific occurrence in 1984 in Switzerland. And Bush stunned reporters when he replied, hey, use it or lose it. Thank you very much. Oh, why? A disgruntled audience member, ladies and gentlemen. He's here to see Donahue. He has no idea. And when it comes right down to it, can you blame him? No, you can't. Oh, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful program tonight. If you don't enjoy tonight's television show, there is something wrong with your home receiver. On the program this evening, the lovely, the talented, the gifted Isabella Rossellini is here. Isabella. And if you were with us last night, you know that I revealed for the first time anywhere, Isabella and I were married briefly in the 50s. So sparks could fly tonight. Also a very funny man and an old friend of ours, Robert Klein, is on the program this evening. Isabella Rossellini. In fact, that's what put an end to it. I really got tired of having to say that. Rossellini. And I said, no, that's it, I'm gone. Also with us, and I believe back there where all that electronic noise is coming from, George Thorogood is here, ladies and gentlemen. George Thorogood. the friend Paul Shaver, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks a lot. Hi, Dave.
Paul, how are you?
Hey, that's Hank Carter, excuse me, Hank, on the
Nice to see you.
saxophone.
Thanks for being here.
And just to clear up something, the disgruntled gentleman that we saw during your monologue, Anton's dad.
Is that your father, Anton? Hey, it's Anton's father. Where is he? There he is. Well, that, of course, explains his disgruntlement. And when I say electronic noise coming, there is something over here. It sounds like a deep, fat fryer boiling over.
There's a hiss.
Yeah, we got it. Something is not grounded, boys. Be very, very careful.
George, are you hissing?
Because there could be some sort of unsightly electrical explosion. George Thorogood, when it comes to rock and roll, does it get any better than that? No.
He destroys.
Exactly. You know what, Paul? Every time I sit down to a meal that I've prepared in my own home, every time I take some aspirin, every time I pop some gum into my mouth, in the morning when I get up and I brush my teeth, and every time I do something like that, I say to myself, thank goodness for the FDA. You know what the FDA is?
The Federal Food and Drug Administration.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the Federal Food and Drug Administration.
Well, that's the FFDA.
Yeah, that's the FFDA. Actually, the FDA replaced the old FFDA.
Oh, I see.
Back in 1934, the Radio Communications Act of America. So the FDA is what keeps things, consumer goods in this country, safe for Americans.
They're marvelous.
Now, we thought we'd show you tonight kind of the other side of that procedure. We have here some... Oh, bless you, boys. Bless you. It went away. Thank God. What the hell was it? Biff, you're a hero. You're a miracle man. Thank you very much. Look, Biff, it looks to me like you took some current in that. Did you get shocked? What happened? It blew your socks off, buddy. Be very, very, very careful there. Woo! Anton, is this the show you were hoping your father would attend? Anyway, we thought we'd show you now an accumulation of these are products that have been submitted to the FDA for approval and for various reasons have been rejected. Right, Paul?
That is correct.
All right, let me show you a couple of these right here. Look at this first item here. This product was aimed at people who are too busy to wait for their bread to get moldy, and the FDA, frankly, didn't see any point to that. This is just spray-on mold. Here, let me show you how this works. Instead of waiting around like 2 or 3 weeks for mold to accumulate on your bread, you just, look at that, instant mold. Yeah. Maybe Isabella would like a snack later.
How thoughtful of you.
Let's see. Oh, here's another good one. General Foods thought they had a winner here with this one, but the boys in Washington just wouldn't say yes to insulin-flavored Jell-O. No, it doesn't make any sense to me either. The folks at Coppertone said the thinning ozone made this a necessity. The FDA disagreed. Coppertone sunblock SPF 500. Here, just take a look at that. You think that's bad? Take a look at this. Ooh. Oh, this is a couple of things here. Always trying to improve their image with a health-conscious public, tobacco companies wanted to market these two items. Camel's enriched with tetracycline and the Marlboro now with ibuprofen.
Rejected.
Ben & Jerry have introduced many innovative flavors over the years, but they may have gone too far this time. Ben & Jerry's Fiberglass Crunch. The FDA said no. No, no, they said no to the Fiberglass Crunch. No, adios. They put the old kibosh on the Fiberglass Crunch.
No, don't need it.
I'm so glad that electronic hissing is finished. Oh, that was annoying. My nerves were shot. My heart was pounding like a little bunny.
We're sorry about that.
Are we up to number 6? Anton, your father couldn't have looked more bored. I'm sorry. Believe me, I'm sorry. Take him upstairs. We'll show him a tape of the anniversary show. That turned out all right. Try to make it up to him somehow.
That's a good idea.
I feel so badly about this.
I know.
I'm sorry we can't extend that same offer to the rest of you, however. The FDA didn't buy claims that this was a more humane poultry product. Kevorkian Farms chicken breast made from chickens that killed themselves. Oh, no. Yikes. Ooh, no. Oh, I've just, it'll be all right. I've just busted part of it. There we go. The FDA admitted this would save the consumer time and money, but they still just couldn't allow it. It's the do-it-yourself baboon liver transplant kit. Moments before I was going to do this joke, I knocked the liver right off.
Yeah.
That happened to me once in high school playing football. Knocked my liver off.
Knocked your liver right on.
God. The manufacturer said it was setting a new standard in home efficiency. The FDA said, take a hike. It's the edible plunger.
No.
Look at that.
No.
It's a...
No.
Where's your father? Where's his father? Nice to see you. Thank you very much. How are you? Nice to see you. Enjoy that. Wow. You know, that's the kind of thing, if you live to be 1,000, you'd... Isn't that amazing? They're actually enjoying the edible plunger. Who knew? Well, while we kind of put this in its proper perspective, let's do a commercial, and then Isabella Rossellini will join us, folks. Come on back. Try and think about what just happened from a different perspective. If there was some sort of legal procedure going on and there had to be testimony taking, some kind of a deposition,
yes,
and a guy is explaining what he has witnessed here tonight.
Yes.
Well, then what happened, Mr. Anderson? Well, then the tall, skinny guy in the suit takes out a plunger, chews off a hunk, and passes it around to the audience. And what did they do, Mr. Anderson? They started chewing on it as well. You just wouldn't figure in 1,000 years that kind of thing would happen, would you?
Talk about you don't know where it's been. This is, you know, in this day and age, too.
Oh, yeah, in this day and age. Well, like 30 or 40 years ago, it wouldn't be a problem. No, but in this day and age...
You could eat a plunger. In the old days, you know, things were different. You could eat a plunger.
Back
Today...
in the 50s, you could eat one without losing a night's sleep. But now...
What are the kids today going to do, really? You can't eat a plunger anymore.
Isabella Rossellini is here, Robert Klein, and George Thorogood. Yeah. We're going to hear one of the greats. One of the greats. The signature song from George Thorogood.
Correct.
Yep, a little bit later. Let's do the top 10 list here and then get on with the big program. Kids, the category tonight, top 10 signs you're on a bad cruise. You know, we're now at the height of the vacation season. A lot of people, a lot of singles, a lot of couples, a lot of marrieds, a lot of families taking cruises. Here we go. Top 10 signs you're on a bad cruise. Number 10, Larry Sonka keeps hogging the exercycle. Number 9, there are always barnacles in your pants. Well, is that a bad thing, really, when you think about it? Number 8, strolling the deck one night, you notice hundreds of rats frantically diving off the ship. Number 7, you hit an iceberg and many die. Number 6, the entertainment provided is old Knight Rider videotapes. Number 5, when you get 3 miles out, the captain yells, "Let's kill us some whales." Number 2, Puerto Vallarta looks a lot more like Newark than in the brochure. Number 3, you wake up wearing Gavin McLeod's underwear. Number 2, navigation chart is placemat from Red Lobster, and the number 1 sign you're on a bad cruise, everywhere you look, Kathy Lee. The audience enjoying themselves. You betcha. Our first guest has been on the cover of over 500 magazines. Quite an accomplishment. She is considered to be one of the most beautiful women in the world, and her latest film, oh, this is a blockbuster. This thing turned out to be a huge hit, this Death Becomes Her.
Oh, yeah.
We had Bruce Willis on, we had Goldie Hawn on, and now we have this lovely woman. And the movie couldn't be more successful. The film is called Death Becomes Her. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Isabella Rossellini. And I guess this is the scene that you just explained. This is how it sort of begins.
I'm a witch. No, I'm a witch, and I have a potion for eternal youth. And both Meryl and Goldie are obsessed with beauty and looking beautiful. They do plastic surgery, they do all sorts of things, and they're really...
See, I think in real life they're probably like that, too. Don't you? Don't you?
Yes, they are.
Of course they are, yes. You don't need to worry about that because you're a natural beauty.
I am, yes. And I have...
Oh, golly.
So anyway, I tried to help Goldie and Meryl.
Okay.
Yes, in this
Okay, here we go. It's the movie Death Becomes Her with Isabella Rossellini.
What is that? It stops the aging process dead in its tracks and forces it into retreat. Drink that potion, and you'll never grow even 1 day older. Don't drink it, and continue to watch yourself rot. Bottoms up. Now a warning. Now a warning?
There you go. My. And it looks to me like you're not wearing a great deal of clothing in that film.
No, I'm not.
You said it's mostly necklaces and sarongs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joanna Johnston did the most wonderful, she wanted me to have clothes that people wondered how they stayed on,
That's what I wanted for you. Anyway, listen, have a great summer.
Oh, yes, it's not over.
No, we got like another month to it, yeah.
No, we have another month.
And let's do something. You and I should do something. The audience has voted for a second date. Robert Klein is here, ladies and gentlemen. George Thorogood is here. This is the perfume. We forgot to talk about it. This is the stuff that Isabella had. This is the Tracor from Lancome. Anton, I want your father to have this. Do you mind? Is this Isabella there? Have her come in if she's still there. Hi, do you mind just running this up to Anton's father? He's up in the audience. He's a gift. Thank you very much. Right up there. There. Hey. Thank you. Perfume and bologna, not a bad night. Tomorrow on the program, kids, Penn and Teller will be here. We're doing a commercial? Yeah, we'll be back with Robert Klein, folks.